10. Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Friday listening party. I'm Eric Leo 108, sociologist, philosopher, and hip hop artist. And this is the Friday listening party where I debut my brand new track like I do every Friday. This week's track is called Love on a Budget. Before we jump in, drop where you're watching from and let me know if you read the blog post at Finance. I didn't make the blog post again. I got up late. I honestly think it's important to do this one. There's nothing about this that I haven't already said on sociologyoflove.com for the Sociology of Love blog. Um, but I want to do it. It's just time. Um, and focus. I'm going to give you an update, then read the blog post, then we'll listen to the song, then I'll do a lyrical breakdown of the track. I'm not going to read the blog post. Yeah. Who made the beat? Raini Beats did. Who produced the track? Keanu Beats did. Who does it feature? No one. I take the whole thing. Is it Cosmic Love? Yeah, no. It's inspired by like the Cosmic Love. And then announcements. I don't have I didn't write anything. I'm just gonna go off the cuff today. What book should I promote? The Myth of the Sun is now out, which is about systems intelligence and what God is. God was originally seen as the sun. The original God is the sun. And then we basically anthropomorphize gods. If it wasn't for Emperor Constantine, that totally changed the religion of Rome from Greek mythology, basically, or Roman mythology, to catechism. Or Christianity, we would probably still believe that the planets and stars were gods. Yeah. So that's the third book in the lineage of the consciousness, the celestial consciousness that I talk about. It goes 108, the story of discovering Earth's consciousness, then Cosmic Love, then the Myth of the Sun, and then the next one will be Gaia Rules. We'll talk about it, and we're getting into more like the religious aspect as we keep going. The tenets of sentientism, which is the religion of Gaia. So yeah, go look at the Myth of the Sun. You can find it on Amazon. Just search the Myth of the Sun and Eric Leo and you'll find it. I don't know if it's up on finance.com/blogs or books yet. If you go to finance.com/books, I gotta update that. I gotta do a better job, of course. I've been busy. I got the Kingly album done. All of them are done. Hello, thank you. You're beautiful too, Toby. I got the Kingly album done. I've gotten 2 tracks done for the Elements, and then another 2 are written in a practice track form. I really have to nail the delivery, and these are like the dichotomy between these two is gonna be like, yeah, one of them's singing about love, and the other one's like, yeah, I hope you, yeah. I don't know if there's enough people for there to be a mod, and I'd have to know you and trust you, and you'd have to show up. But thank you for offering. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, so the Elements has come along. It's really harsh. I've never been so nervous to release something besides the Corporate Rule album. But it's like that level, I don't give a um, I still have to make the announcement of what's going on behind the scenes. It's taking a long time to get it set up. Um, but I will not be releasing the elements as Eric Leo 108. Let's just put it that way. I will be releasing Kingly as Eric Leo 108. Let's see, the blog ecosystem. I brought all my blogs down to releasing the ones that I keep up with. There's 4 I keep up with: IndependentHipHop.com, Psychosocial Philosopher, Sociology of Love, and Nouveau Economics. Those all release once a week, and they're uploaded until like between August and October. So the goal is to get ahead on that, so I don't have to worry about it. And then Gaia and Cosmic Love. You know, I haven't really got any instances, and then Emma put out a she was on social media. So I'm gonna make the I'm gonna turn the Friday listening party into like a performance. Everybody still shows up every Friday, and I'm gonna turn it into a performance. We're back to that. I just gotta bite the bullet. The reason I didn't want to do a performance was because I have to put in I have to put in my vocals into the track, and I didn't know how to do that because I wasn't producing at the time. But now that I'm producing, I can easily do that, and I can make performance tracks. I don't know if you've ever seen a performance from like. I had my physical therapist was like, "Yeah, I want you to go see Ludacris," and we got into it about how I was like, was he rapping every word, or was he having the audio track over it and then he rapped like most of it? But there's some overlap between the verse and the hook a lot. But you gotta have like performance tracks. Like Connor Price does this. You can tell. You probably can't tell if you're the lay person, but if you're a musician, you can definitely tell. There's just parts where you got to catch your breath or something like that. And like for me, I make my lyrics so intricately woven that there's no point. Like it's hard to perform because there's no spot for breaths. So you almost have to like, and that's the other thing. I'm going to be writing stuff to be performed. Yeah, which is like a different beast. And I've been trying to I've been looking into getting help on like going viral on the internet or whatnot, or on social media, and it really comes down to how I think it's bad for my mental health. I was listening to I was watching Friends with Secrets, and Bryan Cranston was on, and he was like, you really got to take, I take a lot of what do I want to say? Priority, reverence. I take a lot of reverence to what I put into my body, and he's like, your mind is the same thing, and he's right. So I don't know if basically being on this social media is really great for my mental health. That's like one of the things. The other thing is it takes like a prodigious amount of work, and even if I'm gonna have to focus on individual pieces of content and making them the best. And like as I see it, like you have to have props, you have to have money to spend on the video, and I just don't have that money. So I think I want to do. And then Alex Ramosi has said he predicted something else. I was watching Opie Fit, and he predicted something else that came true like a couple years ago. And then Alex Ramosi is just like the GOAT. But he says live performances, like in-person live performance are going to make a comeback, because basically AI has made it so you can't trust anything on the internet. And the premium on actual creators is going to go up. And like a lot of this stuff is like, you almost have to have an audience first, and I want to make that real connection. So I think I'm gonna go in person, and so I'm gonna practice the lives, in the lives, and do performances. I haven't got it all set up yet. I got to figure out what tracks I want to do. I got to set them up for the performance style and everything. Um, and then once I get the hang of it, I'm gonna go do open mics and stuff like that. Um, I've also decided I'm gonna try and find a business manager and a videographer. We're back to the videographer. Um, but I have more clout basically. I may not have the money, but I have like I'm more convincing now. Um, in my business, and I look very serious, so that helps. Although I still don't have the money, but I it's about making the deal, um, and then having people work in my corner. So I've been working on all this, and I've thought about doing the social media stuff, but it really comes down to, it's bad for my mental health, and it's a prestigious amount of work. I want to work on the website, sync. There's another one. I can't remember what's the focus. I have it's not working. Um, Website, sync, and the school community. And the school community, I I have to test things. I don't have the money for it. That's what makes it really valuable. Is like the experience of doing it. So yeah, sync's gonna take like a year to get going, and that's probably gonna be my bread and butter. That's probably gonna get me out of um, public housing. Um, and then instead of paying all the money I would have put towards social media, I'm just gonna try and find a good ROI for my website. And then I'm gonna focus on live performances and connecting with people and doing performances. So those four things: develop the website, sync, school, community, and performances. Um, I felt like I needed a break, but I just think I need a break from social media, honestly. I don't want to do I'm starting to not want to do the blog posts. It's starting to not be worth it. Like every week, I'm still gonna post every week, and I might pull back as soon when I start doing performances. And this is gonna be in a couple months because I'm fully uploaded for a couple months. The other thing is I'm gonna focus on cosmic love responses. I always get these responses, and it takes me 3 months to respond. I already have Gorgeous and Get Blue done, but it's gonna take 3 months in my schedule. I'm already uploaded, and we're getting into the cosmic love stuff. But yeah, I could have a faster response rate, and then it would take the pressure off to yeah, and I want to focus on my website. So if I'm gonna release like a whole bunch of music, it's gonna be on the website, and people are gonna have to pay for it. Like if you want something consistent, I'm probably gonna leave weeks open, and then I'm still gonna go live or whatever. But I'm just gonna promote the website instead of having it on a DSP, and use the DSPs for like a promotional tool. Strategy takes a lot out of me, honestly. And like, are you having fun? I see you out there doing these things after you tested the waters. Um, like I'm gonna remain busy, and I still have to do the books. That doesn't even count the books. I didn't even put the books in there, and I have like 4 books I gotta do. Um, So it gets overwhelming. Like, and I just don't have the time for social media, and it's like, that's a whole beast, and you got to feed the beast or whatever. And I was watching Gary Vee, and he was like, you know, I could be mad that I spent my whole career or years or decade building up my social media following, and that I can just go viral on some random profile. But the fact that you can go viral on a random profile at your first video, it's really telling me that I'm doing something wrong and wasting my time when it really comes down to it. So, time is valuable for me, and I don't want to waste it on social media. I don't, and just to make my mental health worse. And like, I'm always watching these like videos. It always pops up with my Eric Leo 108 profile on my TikTok and Instagram. It's always like some police confrontation. I always watch these heated confrontations between like citizens and the police or whatever. And then you got, of course, the idiot in office and all the shenanigans he's doing with ICE, and it's just not good for my mental health. And like, I'm trying to focus on the love. I honestly get on these places just so it can piss me off so I can finish the Elements album. You piss me off, America. I love you, but you piss me off. As a sociologist or whatever. So, Bryan Cranston, he's right. Anyways, people aren't like that. Like, if you are in person, it's America, so you have to worry about other things. If there's going to be confrontation, it's going to be taken to an extreme. But otherwise, like, people are generally, if they have something bad to say, they just won't say it and they'll walk away. They won't spend their money with you. They won't be like, "Oh, you suck. You should end it all," or some jackhole thing. You know, and honestly, it's not that it really bothers me. I don't think about it really. I can make comments and not think about it later, and like, I say things back to intentionally piss these people off. Like, I get a kick out of it. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, I get a kick out of it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if that's a good thing, you know what I mean? And I've thought to myself, maybe I should get a kick out of it about responding in real life. You know, maybe I should evolve in that way. So, I also want to sell my books. I have 10 books now. Like, I'm a real author, and people, if you get to know me, sales is all about trust and making the recommendation and then getting the sale. And people trust me. Like, people like me. People love me. I'm not gonna screw America because of hate. I'm gonna do it by making you like me and then being able to tell you how to act right. It's gonna be benevolent ultimately, but I might piss you off to get you to remember me at the beginning. But yeah, so then Emma put out a social media post about doing her charity work. This was all in the same week, unbeknownst to me. Like, I didn't see about this days later, but that's what I'm saying, that this is blue. Like, I react to like blue and consciousness, and I'm on this wavelength or frequency or something, because I came up with Gaia Rules, and I even secured the domain for GaiaRules.org, which is what I've been developing for a while, which is gonna sell an album, Gaia Rules the book, and Nouveau Economics the book. And Nouveau Economics is like the path to get there, whereas Gaia Rules is the why and the religious tenets behind what I do. And it's basically my charity work. I've been wanting I've been wanting to do this ever since it came from Drake, For the Dogs. I don't know what the album is called. It's like For All My Dogs or something. And I've always wanted to do this album that's like about like it's like Jay-Z's Lyrical Exercise but only for cats and dogs, and that gives money, that would give the revenue from my that album to charity. um, but the problem is I haven't done it yet because I don't think it would help. Like I don't have the audience for it. Like it doesn't make any money. So like I'd be giving them, but I'm still giving. I've decided that I'm still giving them an asset, and that they can, if they have people, if they have an audience, which a lot of these places do, they can leverage that asset to make money, and then it would also help me in that I would get exposure and I would get goodwill, and I want to do causal marketing. I talk about this on, where did I talk about this? Either nouveaueconomics.com or socioeconomicmarket.com. Places like Dr. Brunner's Soap or Good Dot Store by Hank Green or Newman's Own. Um, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and then I decided to do it, and then I see that Emma is doing her charity work, and then the Nomad, which is Matt Damon, comes out with this Get Blue campaign and like postures as a rapper or whatever. This is how I know it's cosmic love. Like, this is how I know, because yeah, like they would have had to respond to me so fast, and I don't think they are. I just think it's like, I think it's just Blue. I think it's like Blue wants me to do this. So, anyways, I want to help out Matt and providing this water to people and microloans so kids can have a good life. So I made a song about it. I've already written it. I should probably record it. I haven't done anything all day though, besides run some errands. Um, I woke up late, which was the problem. Um, but yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, Blue is basically commanding me to give him an asset. He hasn't said this. He just said I'm saying that. I don't think they don't actually tell me things to do. They just affect my subconscious, just like they affect your subconscious. They don't really talk to you. They talk to your subconscious, and it bubbles up, and then you do things based off of how the gods, specifically Gaia and Blue, influence you. Um, so I got the Get Blue song done, and I'm gonna be giving it to Matt or Water.org as an asset, and we'll see what he says. But it basically just explains the Nomad. It's very benevolent, and it tries to explain why they need the money, and then what the services that they provide to these people, and how like $5 can give someone a lifetime of clean water. I mean, that's, honestly, I want to donate my money, and I haven't figured out how much I want to do, but this is the kind of thing I believe in, and I want to help. So not only giving them an asset, and I can't give much money, but I think the asset, especially if he uses it, will be more valuable. Anyways, so that's some instances of cosmic love and Gaia rules, and that's how I know I'm in the right place. And she tells my subconscious, I think of it, then she tells me, yep, that's what I want you to do, and then she takes the external world and then reflects that semantically back to me. That's usually how it works. Um, so nothing says nothing says I have to yeah, and then I'm basically rebranding Eric Leo 108 to be more positive and all about love. I'm not saying I won't be critical, but I won't be harsh. Like I won't. It will be loving. It won't be the. It won't be. It won't be a malicious dictation of principles or events or reprihands. Um, I'm trying to make it so that if you want, basically, if you want my time, you're gonna have to show love, and if I do, um, bring reprihands, it's gonna be basically under a different thing, and that's where the behind the scenes comes in. That hasn't been that I'm not ready to announce yet. Um, I would like to thank Al Marquis, Destiny Beats, Finico Beats, and especially Alex of Cozy Bear Beats, Josh Owens of A100, which is what the Get Blue beat is going to be from, Ryan Anderson of Ryany Beats, and Josh Gadden of Keanu Beats. What is the next release? Is it Tamagotchi? No, that doesn't come out for. Where is this? Moved everything around on my phone. You are taking for. Oh god, it doesn't even work. I'm using that phone. Nope, can't tell you what's next week. Um, so I'm starting to do charity work. I already have a song called Clubhouse that comes out in August. It's not uploaded yet. Um, but it's my song about Clubhouse, who I love. Um, and it's like a community for the mentally ill. Um, read the blog post. The blog post isn't up. So listen to the track. I swear there was more stuff we had to talk about. The Monday update, I'm going to talk about all this. I can't wait for the Monday update. I always look forward to it, where it was before it was a burden. Now I write this stuff down. Um, yeah, I'll talk about that in the Monday update. I totally have a plan. I'm totally going to call you a piece of poo, America. I'm making a video about it. Um, that's going to really dig in and be like, yeah, I actually think you're. I still love you, but that doesn't mean we can't recognize reality. I think you're just lying to yourself because you can't recognize reality and take responsibility. I'll talk about that in the Monday update, and I'm working on that video. And there's a lot of stuff I got to talk about in the Monday update. I think that's good. I've been trying to let Emma go, but it's not working. Not that Gaia really. She hasn't. She hasn't talked to me about it. She says she's about to. Maybe I'll put that in the Monday update. Whatever she says. I don't want to let Emma go. I just. I don't know what to do with you, girl. Is what it really comes down to it. I've never known. I'm doing all this blind. I want to do whatever's going to make her love me, is what I really want to do. Um, the Nomad. I like how you got a black producer and that you let Tariq speak for you. Like, it denotes that you really get hip hop. On that you let Tariq speak for you on Jimmy Fallon. Which Tariq said something about Poof hit Harry Potter, so yeah. Wonder if that's a coincidence. You still got your song, Matt. It's on the way. We're gonna get these kids some fresh water so they can play and have a good life and study and go to school. And Gaia says that's right. So okay, let's stop procrastinating. I should have wrote something down if I wanted to talk about it, but we talked about a bunch of stuff. So this is part Love on a Budget is part of the America 2 album, which is one of the tracks, which is one of the ones I want to take down. I should have made the cover the what it is if I wanted to go after. The problem is I have all these kids that listen to my music, and you know I don't make my music for kids. It's for adults, but it's just what it is. Like they're gonna listen anyways. Like my friends' kids listen to like the stuff with their kids or whatever. So like I don't want to lie to them, and honestly I don't do baby talk. Like even if I know you as a kid or whatever, I'm with you in real life, I won't be like boo 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 boo. I'll just talk to you like a normal person. And the reason that is because science says that if you want them to be more intelligent, you'll talk to them like a normal person. It does something to the brain instead of baby talk and talking down to them or whatever. Um, so, I mean, I don't want to lie to them, but I don't want to, and I want to give them the information, the stuff they need to know or whatever, philosophically and everything. But I don't want to scare them. I want to make them think, and I know my music makes you think, um, but I don't want to. I don't want the negativity, at least on as myself as Eric Leo 108. I want it to be about the love. I should have thought about this more before I put out like. I might take down What Now 2. I might take down Corporate Rule. I might re-upload America with a different cover. That's the main ones. Um, but yeah, so Love on a Budget is from the America 2 album. The cover for America 2 is fine. Um, there's some. Maybe I'll just take it down. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. It's still up in the air. Anyways, Love on a Budget is right now part of the America 2 album. Um, God damn it, Connor. It's not really funny. Why do I let you influence me? I hate it when you're right. Anyways, I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair. I hate the way you drive my car. I hate it when you stare. I hate the fact that you didn't call. But even worse than all of that, I hate that I don't hate you. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. So Love on a Budget is part of the America 2 album. I haven't uploaded it yet. I could still change the name of it. The America 2 album is a lot better than the America 1 album. The America 1 album is like there's some deeply fucked up shit sometimes. So the Love on a Budget is it's basically the same thing I talk about on sociologyoflove.com, where I talk about issues. We'll go through it. I talk about things um, like you can't afford love in America. Like you're destroying love because love is an economic decision, and it takes stability in order to gain love. It takes economic stability to gain love and build love. And the fact is, we don't have that. And then even if you get in a situation where you find love, that doesn't mean it's going to delineate. And then you could be stuck with somebody that you hate because economically you can't separate. I don't get that far in Love is on a Budget. But yeah, that's what this is basically about. It's true, I love you. It's true, I love you. And then I'm taking quotes from Emma from her interview with Jay Shetty. It's true, I love you. It's true, I love you. I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. Your aura luscious and the focus rusting. But this is love on a budget. They want more labor to be born economically, but most can't afford the cost of these things. Community transaction, just like our love in America, it's currency to come together as us. The honesty goes deeper and deeper. I want to be like a bird, cheaper. What it's giving, people pleaser. 2 thumbs up, Robert and Eva. So paying for food, medical, and rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. Your aura luscious and the focus rusted. But this is love on budget. Intimacy is about telling the truth, and unfortunately, I can't afford you, so I put it in my raps and mold it in my rap. So I hope one day it pays for a date night math. Let's be friends with benefits, like roommates with feelings. It's like a summer stay that where we're money cooling. You could be the babe, I love the way you radiate. But I gotta say, can I get this love on layaway? I need you on installment plans. Can I go down south and claim the land? Okay, maestro, command the band. If you pay, you can wear the pants. Besides the financials, I'm ready for love. I really want to share it with my audience. These winter days cold and the road is tough. But I just want to drive up into your love. I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. Your aura luscious and the focus rustic. But this is love on a budget. Right now for lunch, we're going Dutch. Unless it's water, then I'll fill you up. I want you, but can't afford us. Sometimes it's better just to be numb. Romance is a luxury I can't afford. I just wish you knew you were adored. But getting you pregnant would be a terrible burden. That's why I'm single when you pull back the curtain. First cause of divorce is money problems. The system is designed to make it cost them. I'm glad I'm not divorced yet or had no sort of mess. Just to come to find my love was regret. I miss being wanted, I miss getting kisses, but have no money for gifts. To put it simplistic, I wrote this on Christmas, alone with my wish list, but I don't have the digits to afford to get it. I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. History. Okay, so it's true. I love you. Yeah, I'm talking to her. That's why the beginning of this is the way it is. It's true. I love you. It's true. I love you. It's true. I love you. I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. So I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. This is the reality most Americans live. Most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Like 60% of them do. So a lot of them have trouble paying for food. They definitely have trouble paying for medical expenses because privatized healthcare. And rent is like continually going up, and we can't invest in houses because BlackRock keeps buying up all the single-family homes. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. I would say, like, yeah, if the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. There's a lot of people that don't go after love because they can't afford it. Love costs money. Just like anything else costs money. And, like, people can't afford to do it. They can't afford to get involved. I talk about this on the sociologyoflove.com. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. This is a quote from Emma. More than just myself, I give you everything. She was like, a relationship is where you risk it all for intimacy. Like, you have to risk it all every time you tell them something that they're going to choose to love you instead of leave you. And then I'm saying I give her everything. Your aura luscious and the focus rustic. Your aura luscious, I'm talking to her, and then your focus rustic. It's like old at this point, the love I have for her. This is love on a budget. They want more labor to be born economic. So they want more labor to be born economically, but most can't afford the cost of these things. Corporations need a steady influx of labor. So they need the population to grow, or at least stay the same, to be able to replace those workers. So they want more labor to be born economically. They need more people. They need more labor, but they constrain the economy to the point people don't want to have kids. So instead of providing the necessary utilities and economic standing to be able to make people to want to have kids, they take away rights like women's health care to abortion to force couples into having kids by doing reproductive slavery. But they almost can't afford the cost of these things. Community transaction, just like our love. Community is transaction in America. Community is transactional in America. If you want to have community, you're going to have some money. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why, for the longest time I didn't do anything because I couldn't afford it. So community is transactional in America. and it's currency. That is currency to corporations. If you have a community, they like record labels don't buy artists; they buy audiences. So it's monetarily beneficial to exploit a community basically for their money.
America's currency to come together as us.
That's why in America it's currency to come together as us. They've monetized that social interaction.
Goes deeper and deeper. I want to be like a bird. Cheaper, cheaper.
The intimacy goes deeper and deeper. I want to be like a bird. You know, they go cheap, cheap. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheap, 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 talk a lot, pay a little more.
Yeah. What it's giving? People pleaser. 2 thumbs up.
I could talk about, like, on other tracks in the America album, I could talk about the nasty side of these economic conditions, which I do, but this is the people pleaser side. This is I'll put it in nice terms or whatever, like this is the loving aspect of it. And that's what, honestly, Emma brings out of me. To put it gently, as an artist instead of harshly. And then Ebert and Robert are 2 critics. I don't know if they're still alive. First it was Siskel and Ebert, and then Siskel died, and then it was Ebert and Robert. But yeah, that just denotes, like, actor.
Robert and Eve, I struggle paying for food, medical, and rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. You're more luscious and the focus rusted. But this is love on a budget. Intimacy is about telling the truth, and unfortunately, I can't afford you,
So intimacy is about telling the truth, and to be honest, I can't afford you. I can't afford to chase Emma. I can't afford, like, this is who it's about. I can't really afford a girlfriend, period. And that's the truth. Intimacy is about telling the truth, and that's the truth. I can't afford, just like most Americans. This is why there's the loneliness epidemic. It's because we don't have the economic conditions to be able to fix that. They just want to extract as much money and labor from us as possible, and it has very real world effects. This is why the fabric of society is breaking down, because we have to give billionaires more money and they don't want to pay their taxes. This is how it manifests, to be completely blunt and honest.
I put it in my raps and molded in my craft, so I hope one day it pays for a date night math.
So I put it in my craft, so I hope that one day it pays for date night math. This is like a thing I read. A lot of these songs I look up, like, science about it, what the science says, and they talked about date night math, about how people save up just to go on dates. Like, even if you're in a relationship, they save up money to go on dates. It's like, because they have no disposable income, so they have to have date night math to be able to afford it. They have to budget their dates.
Be friends with benefits, like roommates with feelings.
And this is the type of thing, like, you can't afford to, like, say that it's basically like the hindrance of the relationship. So let's be roommates. What did I say?
And unfortunately, I can't afford you, so I put it in my raps and molded in my craft, so I hope one day it pays for a date night math.
So I'm hoping the raps pay off, and one day I'll be able to afford date night math.
Let's be friends with benefits, like.
Let's be friends with benefits, because you can't afford a relationship, but you can be friends, and then you can have benefits.
Roommates with feelings. It's like
and then if it's almost like you live with people to be able to afford life, and you have to make sure that they're your roommate first, because the economic condition comes first. This is what you, like, if you're a billionaire, this is what you do to people. This is why I hate you.
Summer's good to wear money pooling.
Just because Americans are too ignorant to be able to see it doesn't mean I don't. And some like me isn't gonna make you pay for this shit.
Could be the babe, I love the way you radiate, but I gotta say, hope one day it pays for a date night.
The elements. It goes back to the elements. Like, this is the love. This is me being like, yeah, and this is what's happening. But there's another side to me that's like, oh, I know you know what you're doing and you're going to pay for what you're doing.
Right, man, let's be friends with benefits, like roommates with feelings. It's like a summer schedule where we're money pooling.
It's like a summer days, like, so money pooling, like you have to pool your money to be able to do anything because people can't afford to do things independently in this economy.
You could be the babe, I love the way you radiate.
You can be the babe before anything else, babe. I love the way you radiate.
But I gotta say, can I get this love on layaway?
So I really like you, but I can't afford you. Can I get it on layaway? Can we put this loving off? This is why people aren't having kids, because they put off loving because they can't afford it. So instead of making the economic conditions so people can afford to have kids, they just force you by changing reproductive rights so couples don't have the protection that they need, and it forced people to have kids in an economy and in a financial household that can't afford it. This is what you do, America. I know what you're doing. And you're not going to get away with it. You're going to pay for this.
I need you on installment plans. Can I go down south and
I need you on installment plans. So there's like, this is like the kind of thing, it costs more money ultimately to pay in installment plans, but it doesn't matter if you can't economically afford it.
claim the land?
So can I go down south and claim the land? You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Maestro, command the band.
Okay, Maestro, command the band. If you pay, you can wear the pants. So there's this thing in like relationships, like the one that is the breadwinner usually is has more power in the relationship.
If you pay, you can wear the pants. Besides the financials, I'm ready for love.
There's a lot of people's thing. They're emotionally ready for love, but they don't have the finances because love is an economic decision and it costs money. So they're ready for love and they want love, but they can't afford it.
I really want to share it with my audience. These winter days cold and the road is tough, but I just want to drive up into your love. I struggle paying for food.
But I just want to drive up into your love.
The call of rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. The economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. Your aura luscious and the focus busted. But this is love on budget.
So the Epstein class totally did this on purpose. What this song is about, they totally did this on purpose, and they're totally ripping love apart. That's why I'm so harsh. I just want you to realize that. So when I do something like the Elements album, you know why. Like, it's not, I don't take it lightly, you know. I'm not trying to pick a fight because, you know, you smudged my Puma, that you stepped on my foot or something like that. Like, you've affected my life to the point where I can't have love. Like, I can't have a family, I can't afford kids, I can't afford to get a job because healthcare is privatized. Like, this is all because America wants to make more money. Fine, make more money, but you're going to pay for that in very real ways. I'm going to make sure you pay for that in very real ways.
Right now for lunch?
Because you're making us pay for it in very real ways. You're ripping love apart. And if you want to rip love apart, if you don't want love, if you don't want me to tell you with love, fine, I'll tell you. It won't be with love. You don't want love, you won't get love.
We're going Dutch, unless it's what?
If you go Dutch, if you're going on a date and you go Dutch, each person pays for their own meal.
Water, then I'll fill you up.
Unless it's water is free. So unless it's water, then I'll fill you up. I can fill you up because it's free.
I want you,
for now.
but can't afford us. Sometimes
I want you, but can't afford us, so sometimes it's better just to be numb. So, you know, otherwise you feel it all the time that you can't have this love, and then you're sad. So it's better to be numb and not feel that, and not think about love.
It's better just to be numb.
Again, you're tearing love apart.
Romance is a luxury I can't afford. I just wish you knew you were adored.
And romance in this economy is a luxury. This is what the premise of the whole song is about. But that doesn't mean like although I can't be with Emma, I just wish she knew that she was adored, like that I still love her regardless.
But getting you pregnant would be a terrible burden.
And this is why I go after someone like Emma, because I think we could be, if we got together, we'd be able to financially figure it out. And like I won't go in a relationship because I'm afraid of getting some girl pregnant, and then that would be a terrible burden for me. Like since minimum wage is not a living wage, I would have to find like some job probably that's just gonna exploit me between like my disability and everything else, and like very little work history or whatever. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I hate you, America. Why I hate you.
Hard ups, sometimes it's better just to be numb. Romance is a luxury I can't afford. I just wish you knew you were adored. But getting you pregnant would be a terrible burden.
So getting you pregnant would be a terrible burden, which it would be. It would be an economic burden. It would be a financial burden. It wouldn't be an emotional burden. Like it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be upset about it. Like I would just be in trepidation because I couldn't afford to have kids. Just like you want to have a baby in this economy. I'm gonna do girl talk, and I think I'm gonna say that. If you want to have a baby in this economy, like where they force you to have kids and not be able to raise them properly just because they want labor and they want to extract more money out of you. This is you, America. This is you. This is also the reason why I want to go do live shows, so I can ratchet you. I know what you're doing. The problem is you're banking on other people not figuring out what you're doing. And I just want to tell America what you're doing, and watch how they punish you. If they really knew what you were doing, they would punish them out of you. America is a good place, but they're super ignorant, and that's intentional because you take away proper education, you don't educate them properly, and then you propagandize them. That's how you win. Guess what? Guess what's coming? You're banking on them not figuring it out, which is the problem. I don't want to even go
That's why I'm single when you pull back the curtain. First cause of divorce is money problems. The system is designed to make it cost them.
First cause of, and that's true. The first cause of, the number one cause of divorce is money problems. And the system is designed to cost them. We don't make love easy. We don't economically provide to make love sustainable and available. We burden them to rip love apart. That's what I can't stand about you, America. Honestly, I still love you, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to say some shit or piss you off or really ratchet you to be able to change things and hold those responsible. Yeah.
Glad I'm not divorced, you ever had a sort of mess.
I'm glad I have friends that are beautiful, and your partner that you choose is one, as who you marry is going to be one of the most, if not the most important decision of your life. This is almost like, this is why if I don't get Emma, I almost don't want anybody. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, there's a certain standard that you have to bring. I know I'm poor, but I work very hard, and I have a lot of things going for me. And I'm probably not going to always be broke. So, like, and especially if I find a woman that is economically well off, that can invest in our relationship and the business I've created, we would probably do really well. Like, really well. Really well. So, like, the propensity is totally there. And I could totally ruin that by getting a girl pregnant or finding a woman that's going to be detrimental to future outcomes. I mean, yeah, I don't take it lightly. Like, there's it comes down to I don't trust a lot of women with my member.
If I'm defined, our love was regret. I miss being wanted, I miss giving kisses, but have my money for gifts. To put it simplistic,
It's about what you can give, and I miss being wanted. I do. I miss getting kisses. I do, but I don't. I don't have the money for gifts. I don't have the money to provide for her, and if I'm going to, I need somebody that's already economically viable that we can build together, not just somebody that I have to bail out because I can barely bail myself out. It takes money to make money. This is what the video is going to be about calling America a piece of garbage.
put this on Christmas alone with my wish list, but I don't have the digits to afford to get it. I struggle.
So I did write this on Christmas. I wrote this on Christmas Day, alone, right in this chair. And about how I don't have the money to get. It was a reminder to why I don't have a girlfriend, is because I couldn't get her a gift on Christmas. What love? Thanks, America. Love you.
Paying for food, medical, and rent. It's the reality most Americans live. But what I wouldn't give for you is a gift. If the economy shifts, you're the one I'd be with. Every day I risk it all for continued intimacy. More than just myself, I give you everything. Your aura luscious and the focus rustic. But this is love on a budget.
So the only thing I really have money for is to invest, although they're digital, is to invest in assets. It's easier to maintain a digital asset. I really don't have money for to just blow. Even on recreation. Like, I don't have money for that. Like, for myself, let alone someone else. You know, I mean, I think of Connor, like, what if he had this kid and he never made it? You know what I mean? Like, he would be forced to do something else by economic condition. He's an actor, so, you know, he'd still have it. That's probably why he's so successful, is because he had the brand recognition and money to be able to invest in his career. I don't have that luxury. So I have to be very specific and very very careful about who I choose as a mate, basically. And this is me loving my cosmic love, specifically Emma, on a budget. And not only am I, this is like all I can get her. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get there to be able to woo her. I can't send her a gift. I can't, like, this is the only thing that I can really get her that lets her know that I love her. That's also an investment in an asset that allows me to propagate myself in the future off of it. Like, that's why, yeah. Because this is just like the kind of thing you do, America. It's what you do to people. And most people don't understand that. They'll spend money on liabilities. So I'm the only way I can afford to love is if I invest in assets. So it all comes together in that way. And this is a song that lets you know, regardless of my economic condition, Emma, I still love you. And this is how I have to love you. Otherwise, it would be nothing. And I hope this is better than nothing. I know it's not much. All right, I'm gonna go.
It's true, I love you.
I have an outro. This phone today is. Okay. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. This has been the Friday listening party for Love on a Budget. If you want to dive deeper, check the full blog breakdown. I didn't do the blog post yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. If I feel like doing it, I don't know what else I have to do today. I've woke up so late and haven't focused on it. I just don't know what I'm doing today. If there's other stuff that I have to do. So, hopefully I have time for it or whatnot. Stream Love on a Budget on all platforms. And don't forget to leave a review for my books or music. Every listen, every comment helps the movement grow. I'll see you next Friday. These Friday updates are not going to stop. They're just going to the metamorphosis. It's going to morph into probably live shows or like online shows or whatever. And I'm not saying every week, probably like every other week. But I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna try and do. No, I'm gonna do it because I said I was gonna try to do it last time, and then I dropped it, and then I still am back to that about how I need to do it. So if you're an artist, join my school community, Helm 108, which is the Music Artist Business Academy. If you're a fan, join Bandcamp, and you can find all my links at ericleo108.com. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. And until next time, you take care, all right?